Yo, 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 what is good? How's it going? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. We are live. We're good to go, I think. Happy Friday, guys. How's it going? How's everyone doing? Good afternoon, Emma. Yo, Mark, Alex, Neil, Dan. Hello, Sean. What's good? Hey, Caroline. Right, so we did take this trade, guys. We did take it. We're out of it now. Not because we lost, though. Not because we lost, but because we're not. We were playing it safe, and I'll tell you why in just a sec. Hello, Sean, Caroline, Gerardo, Gabriella, Alex, Trump on the ones and twos, Pietro, Merlin, Janice, small win on Dax this morning. Nice work, Mark, Stephen, Juan. Hello. It's Friday. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Like up the stream if you haven't already. Dave Cheesley, hello. What is good? Hey Gustavo, how's it going? Right, we should be good to go. Right, hey Stanley. Right, so we were in this trade, guys. I'm going to show you exactly why we took this trade and exactly why we got out when we did, okay? And you can see it's kind of just messing around here. So we got in. We were looking to get in around about here based on this 1 minute IFEG, but we had a 4 hour low, which I was assuming we would just ignore, to be honest with you, but we came out and took that. I was waiting for extra confirmations to take the trade, but we came out, took the 4 hour low, formed a fair value gap, which is this one right here on the 1 minute, after having a nice manipulation to the downside. So I was expecting price. Okay, well this is the distribution. We've just swept liquidity, swept a 4 hour low, inversed a 1 minute. We're gonna go up, take out all these highs, come to the other side of the accumulation range. But the issue here, no technical issue, okay? We had a 5 minute fair value gap in between our entry and exit, but that was a perfect place to manage the trade anyway. So we didn't really care too much about that. But the only issue is that Trump is speaking. Trump's obviously got a speech on at the moment. So with that, we literally cannot trade. We just got to wait for that to play out. Got to, wait for him to shut up, I guess. So we got in around about here, yeah. Then we found out that he was speaking because I checked Financial Juice, found out that he was having a speech. So we closed the trade early. It came up, obviously we came up and took out this 1 minute high right here, inverse this fair value up, and then continue down to take out this low and come very close to taking out that low there. But that's why we're not in this trade at all, because Trump's speaking. Basically, it's not the best thing to do. It's not the best thing to hold this trade whilst Trump is speaking, because we don't know what he can say. Like this speech, if he had planned this speech and there was read for the news here saying Trump is now speaking or Trump speaking at this specific time, then we wouldn't have took the trade to begin with. But we took the trade. Then I double checked on Financial Juice, and it was about 18 minutes ago, literally 18 minutes past 2, about past the hour. We seen that Trump is speaking about considering banking sanctions on Russia. Okay, so I was like, okay, shit, we need to get out this trade. So we literally got out just before price had that initial pump and then reversed and head down. But looks like we're just going straight back up now. This is all based on what he's saying. If it was based on technicals, right, we would have done this. We would have just done that. Nice and simple. But we didn't do that. And the reason we didn't do that is because he's saying good things, he's saying bad things, he's saying things that are slightly mixed. So we don't know what's going to happen, basically, until he shuts up. So we got out that trade. pretty quickly, and that's why. Obviously, it has been journaled. To be fair, we didn't journal the outcome, but we closed it at a break even because Trump was having a speech. So this week's been a little bit messy. You know, we've had 5 trades this week, 3 break evens, 1 big win, 1 small loss. Or no, 1 decent win, I guess. 1 small loss. I think it was also just over that, to be honest, when I did the maths. But we're gonna leave it there. I'm gonna double check it so it's not just I'm changing it. But yeah, you know, if you want the link to that stream, the link to that journal, it's one of the links in the description. But we're gonna be looking at taking a trade still today. We just kind of need Trump to stop speaking, really.
The numbers are staggering: $500,000 to $1 million a ship. And they took it away from us, meaning we gave it to them for $1. But not going to happen.
Also, something else I found out was that I don't know if you guys have heard of BlackRock. BlackRock, you know, the company, the $11.5 trillion company that does like equity management and like pensions, ETFs, and all that stuff. They're obviously one of the big guys in Bitcoin at the moment with ETFs. Basically, there's a lot of stuff going on with the Panama Canal, obviously in Panama. So what's happened is basically BlackRock have bought them, which is crazy. I don't know if anyone knows anything about that, but I found out the other day. How long has he been talking? I'm not too sure. This stream obviously looks like it's been going on a while, but it's a live playback, so we can't skip back. But I think it started. I have like things that kind of stop telling me how many viewers and stuff each thing has. But I think this started on the 5th. So it's obviously not a speech. But if you go back to Financial Juice, there was one piece of news, one like thing about Trump at 2:00 on the end of this hour, or the hour just gone. You know, we had Trump's executive order on Canada and Mexico tariffs reduces the duty rate for non-USMCA compliant stuff to 10% from 25%. That was at 2, and then 10 minutes later, you know, we had this big stuff. But then in between that as well, we had Trump on South Africa. Any South African farmer and the family will be invited to the US. That's quite cool. What happened with BlackRock? Advert shagged me. The BlackRock, they bought the canal. Like, they bought either side of it, which is quite strange. And basically Trump was like praising them, like, because he wanted to buy that. He wanted to buy the canal. He wanted to own the canal again because China had took control of it. So he bought that. He bought either side of it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So what's happened is, like, America were like, we want the canal back because they built it for Panama. Because they tried it I can't remember where they tried it. They tried it somewhere else and it didn't work. Or no, they tried it in Panama. France couldn't build it. France tried to build it in Panama, but they couldn't. Like, they just failed. They kept getting ill and all that stuff. They just literally couldn't do it. So America come in, build it for them. Then a few years ago, I think Biden sold it back to Panama. They sold it back. So Trump, obviously being Trump, he wanted to get it back for America. So what he said was, we're going to take it back. We're going to get it back. Panama denied it. Then BlackRock come in like the good guy and go, you know, here's, I think it was like 35 billion, I think, or 11 billion. They spent quite a bit on each side of the canal. So now America own it again under BlackRock. But I don't know how that affects the markets, to be honest. So I just thought I'd share it with you guys. Yeah, exactly. I don't mind them, you know. I think it's quite like the contrast to Biden, because I think Biden was very soft with like the foreign policy and stuff like that. Then Trump's like the complete Trump's the complete opposite, like very, very strong, very, very strict. So it's literally like complete opposite people. It's no like just middle kind of thing. But yeah, he started speaking. You know, he's still speaking. He's still going on. So we can't really trade until then. But it looks like we just would have pumped up, got a full TP there. 2,100 Bitcoin is crazy. But that's also what I mean. Like, the fact that they just pump so much money into Bitcoin, it can't go to zero now. Like, it can't go to... It just won't. It won't ever... Crypto's around. Crypto's staying. Crypto's here to stay. You know what I mean? I don't know if you needed confirmation for that, but it is confirmed. Like, it's not going anywhere now. It's not going to drop below 50k at all, ever again, I don't think. It's just a matter of time till it goes up. But I said this as well, didn't I, guys? I literally said this. If anyone's watched my streams, I've said that this move down could be manipulation. And then we just go, boom, straight back up. It's literally... Alex, you just confirmed it, basically. That's a fuck ton of Bitcoin. I don't know if it's that much compared to the grand, like in the grand scheme of things, but literally we push down, the big banks, the institutions buy more, which pushes the price all the way back up. I said that, but yeah, you know, this would have been a TP hit. Unfortunately, it, you know, would have been a TP hit, but we had to stay out of it because of the news, because of Trump speaking, which is really, really annoying. But would have been a winning trade. Would have won if we held. But as Emma, as you said in the private chat and the private Discord group, on the private stream, you basically, this would have been a bad win because this would have fueled like the, you know, it would have been a lack of discipline. It would have fueled that belief that we don't necessarily have to close before news, but we do, and we have to keep doing so. Probability is that closing before news will benefit you long term rather than being able to catch this kind of win but then getting stuck in like a massive loss or something like that. So if you're holding through news, it then kind of becomes a fundamental game. Then you have to kind of look at the fundamentals and see what's going on. But why would it ever drop below 50k? BlackRock won't also take profits and then Bitcoin will fall lower than 50k. No, like unless BlackRock get out of it, it's not going to go below 50k really. Like when you look at like where BlackRock's starting to buy it, Josh, you look at where they started to buy it all, like around here. This is where they started to buy it all. It's like they're not going to get into a losing position. As you just said, Pietro, they would have to just get out completely and be like, okay, we're scrapping crypto ETFs, we're selling them all, we're out. Like, if, like, let's say Bitcoin was to crash to 50k now, right now, they would just buy fuck tons more to keep the price going up. They've literally got like an unlimited money supply. They will just buy more and just keep buying more. So they're not going to let it go below 50k, because if it did go below 50k, they would be losing money. Their ETFs, their pension funds, they would be losing money. They're not going to let it do that when they have an unlimited money supply, are they? Really? But as you said, Pietro, it would quickly go below 50k if BlackRock come out right now and go, we're selling all of our positions, we're completely scrapping crypto, we've changed our mind, we're getting out of it. That's it. You know, then it would crash. Then they would sell. So there wouldn't be a position there for them to manage and, you know, try and keep in the green. So that's why it won't really go below 50k. Yeah, definitely. Michael Saylor can, but Michael Saylor has been, okay? And you look at, and you go, well, okay, Michael Saylor, he's been holding since like 2012, 2013. Yeah. And then if that is such a big deal, why on earth did it pump so heavily when BlackRock got the ETF? Because one, they were pumping fuck tons of money into it. But two, the hype of BlackRock buying it and having that ETF approved made everyone else buy it. So if BlackRock are like, okay, we're going to sell now, everyone else is going to sell, regardless of how many coins Michael Saylor has. You know, that's the kind of, it's the hype behind it as well as the money, obviously, which is why it won't go below 50k. Bitcoin's going nuts.
That's a tough one. Much tougher than it would have been before it started, I can tell you that. The deal could have been made just by an average deal maker. Deal could have been made on that. So thank you all for coming. We'll take a couple of questions. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Please.
Oh, here you are. Panama Canal.
The world that as you try to get control of these areas, you are not going to use military or economic coercion?
No.
And can you tell us a little bit about what your plan is? Are you going to negotiate a new treaty? Are you going to ask the Canadians to hold a vote? What is the strategy?
Yeah, I can't assure you, you're talking about Panama and Greenland. No, I can't assure you on either of those two. But I can say this, we need them for economic security. The Panama Canal was built for our military. I'm not going to commit to that now. It might be that you'll have to do something. Look, the Panama Canal is vital to our country. It's being operated by China. China. And we gave the Panama Canal to Panama. We didn't give it to China. And they've abused it. They've abused that gift. It should have never been made, by the way. Giving the Panama Canal is why Jimmy Carter lost the election, in my opinion. More so maybe than the hostages.
It was Jimmy Carter.
The hostages
Not bad.
were a big deal. But if you remember, and nobody wants to talk about the Panama Canal now because, it's inappropriate, I guess, but because it's a bad part of the Carter legacy. But he was a good man. Look, he was a good man. I knew him a little bit, and he was a very fine person, but that was a big mistake. Giving the Panama Canal to Panama was a very big mistake. We lost 38,000 people. It cost us the equivalent of $1 trillion, maybe more than, probably the most expensive, they say it was the most expensive structure, if we call it a structure, which I guess you can, ever built. And giving that away was a horrible thing. And I believe that's why Jimmy Carter lost the election, even more so than the hostages. Those two things.
On Ukraine and Iran, the two negotiations you'll be heading into.
Oh, yeah. Also, with that Zelensky thing, with obviously I think everyone's heard about this, like with the White House interview, JD Vance and Trump. Like the media painted that so bad. If you actually look into what was going on there and why that happened, it's not as bad as you think it is. Like, or most people think it is. Like, what happened was they'd already had an agreement. It's nothing to do with it. Originally, it was about basically like the minerals and stuff like that. Yeah. What they agreed to, before Zelensky came, right? The reason he went to the White House was to sign that deal. The deal was America would set up an investment fund, okay, and put money into it along with other countries and stuff like that. So what will happen is Ukraine will mine the minerals, make a profit. They would get some of the profit, but then they'd use that fund and they'd use the profit to be able to mine minerals quicker or get minerals quicker in a more efficient way and stuff like that. So it would benefit Ukraine's growth, it would benefit America, and it would benefit other countries as well. That's what the agreement was. That's what it is, and you can see it, and if you look at it, that's what the agreement was. But what happened when Zelensky went over there, right? He tried to fit in more things, like he tried to put in more, I don't know what the words would be, but better things for him. He was trying to put in other things into the deal to better suit Ukraine as well. Okay, and what he was doing that live. So there was the entire American audience, half the world, watching Trump and Zelensky on camera with JD Vance. Yeah, Zelensky is trying to then put more into an already agreed deal. Put more things in. He was trying to put more things into the deal to suit Ukraine. Live, in front of the American audience, with Trump, in front of the American audience, in front of America, in front of half the world. So, what you have there is then a debate, a discussion about a deal. He's trying to make a deal with Trump in front of the whole world, which is very rude in my opinion. That's why that kind of went like that. So when you think of it in Trump's perspective, if he's gonna have a discussion like that with Ukraine in front of the whole world or half the world, he's not gonna want to lose. He's not gonna want to look soft. He's got an image to maintain. So that's what they did. That's why they did that. That's what the deal was. They tried to get America tried to get just all the minerals and all that stuff, and they took it out the deal. Zelensky again then came to the White House, and the plan was to sign the deal and then do a public speech, do a speech in America, saying that he signed the deal, all that stuff. But he tried to fit more things into the deal live in front of half of America, in front of Trump, in front of JD Vance, in front of the media, etc., etc., which obviously pissed them off. So they were a bit rude or angry, whatever, to Zelensky, and sent him home, cancelled the speech, cancelled the Q&A. That's actually what happened. Originally it was about the minerals, but that specific deal they were going to agree to wasn't about the minerals at all. It was, but it wasn't about America owning all of them. It was about an investment fund that America would put money into. So it would benefit America, it would benefit Ukraine, and it would benefit other countries as well. Zelensky then tried to fill the things in, pissed them off, got sent home, and now he's ready to sign a deal. But I think because he tried that, Trump is now putting other things in to better suit America. So, that's what happened there. But yeah, that's the way it goes. I don't know why he tried to start that in front of everyone, but that's what happened. And now he's saying he's ready to sign the deal whenever Trump's ready, Trump's best fit or whatever. But yeah, bit of politics there. Zelensky is embarrassing. Take your combats off. You're not fighting on the front lines, and he's making a shitload of money from this war. Yes, I think the combats and stuff like that, and with what was it? With the Vogue, I think he was in Vogue as well. It's the image. He's got to maintain that image. He's still at war, stuff like that. He's got to maintain that image so that people would then still donate to it. That sounds corrupt. It sounds whatever. It sounds bad, but that's the truth of it, really. I'm out, guys. Fridays are not for politics, in my opinion. Sun's out. Beer time. Beer time. See you later, Emma. Yeah, but you can't have Trump lying to Zelensky a dictator and that Ukraine started the war. Well, yeah, obviously, but we're not talking about that. So this is a perfect example of a bad win, guys. This is a perfect example of a bad win because although this trade played out, yeah, we had Trump could have there's an equal chance Trump could have said something negative instead, or something that pushed the price down that we didn't know about because it's a speech. So this would have been a bad win because it would have just fueled that kind of belief that it's alright to trade the news when it's not at all. So he did the right thing there, getting out of that. But it's good, I guess. It's good to see that it would have played out. It's kind of like this trade over here, where we closed early, but it would have played out. There's a few wins. If we held on to all our trades this week, we would have won this one and won this one, which would have put us at still 80%. Yeah, things are starting to get a bit more consistent now with this journal. Obviously, it's the 2nd of December that we had this. How many trades are we in now? 50 trades almost. So it's starting to get a little bit more consistent, which is good. Because at the start, we had a 100% win rate for the first few trades. Then it went down to 70, Now it's at 80. Well, that was my main goal. Oh yeah, that GJ trade, that played out quite nice as well yesterday. I think if we look at that, we literally got a perfect TP. Literally, so our target was literally this here, this 4 hour imbalance. But our TP was literally this right here. That was our TP. We closed a little bit early because we got the IFEG form, which kind of, you know, then should have meant we went down to here. But yeah, it was pretty cool to see. We took this and then just melted straight back down. Nice work, Diesel Graham. Let's see if we can get a trade in now. Is he finished yet? Okay, I guess he's kind of finished.
I actually believe that we're working in tandem in a really good way, but it's the president, his reputation, the things that he has said that are driving this negotiation, and so hopefully it'll all work out and we'll save some lives. I believe we've been on the verge of it. I don't want to discuss sort of what's delayed it. There's no point to be negative in any way. But I think it's the president, his stature, what he said he expects, the red lines he's put out there. That's driving this negotiation. I'm going back probably either this evening or tomorrow.
Bearish bias on Euro JPY here.
Before January 20th, or is that something that's likely to happen? If there's a deal even at all, we've been hearing this now for the better part.
Right. We could take an entry on this.
I would say, it better be. Right.
Looks like he's finished. We're going to leave that open just in case, but if we don't take this low and we retrace back to one of these fair value gaps here, this one or this one, we could look at taking an entry here, guys. So we swept this high, we got a bearish bias already. As long as if we can retrace back to one of these and then continue down, if there isn't one on the 5. So we'd want to come back to like around about here. We could take an entry on this. I want to see a retracement first though. Oh. Yeah, we missed the entry on that one.
Her by her ponytail and threw her in the car like she was a sack of potatoes. I said, what happened to her? Sir, she's dead. Like a 19, 20-year-old beautiful girl. And the way they treated her. And I just say it this very simply. Steve's got a job to do. He's a great guy, great negotiator, great person. They respect him over there already. It's what we needed over there. We have people that know everything about the Middle East, but they can't speak properly. They don't know. He's a great negotiator. That's what I needed. I could have sent that gentleman right over there, Hussein. He's a great negotiator. There are people. They're rare. Great negotiators are...
Right. Pretty short stream today. There's not much here at all. Like, there's Trump's talking. There's no point trading, in my opinion. We're not going to waste our time. But one thing before you dip that I want to show you, right? If you just give me 1 sec, I'll pull it up now. Right, so as you know, the crash course is going to be replacing the free course. So if you currently have been through the free course or you're going through the free course, finish going through it as soon as possible, because tomorrow when you wake up, it's going to be deleted. It's not going to be a thing anymore. Okay, what we're doing is we're replacing it with the trading crash course. Okay, so this is going to be literally, if I just paste this in here, this is a trading crash course. All right, it's going to be a full guide to how I trade. It's only going to be available for a few weeks as well. You're only going to be basically every few days. I'm going to accept you off the waiting list. It's not going to be something you can just join when you want to join. There's a waiting list currently. Okay, if you want to join the waiting list to get access to this, all you need to do is go to the link in the description. Okay, I'm going to put the link into the description right now. Click that, right? Click that. Join the waitlist. And basically, this is going to be replacing the entire free course. The free course is going to be deleted, so you haven't gone through it yet. Go through it, finish it up. Then tomorrow, it's literally just not going to be there. This is going to be the trading crash course, okay? And that's it. That's the only free piece of document, whatever, that's going to be here. And it's going to have everything you need in one place, okay? We're going to cover the 4 pillars of the strategy, psychology as well, and like trade management and stuff like that as well. So there's going to be about 6 pillars of information here. AMD, PO3, AMD, PO3, daily bias, liquidity, fair value gaps, bringing it all together. So 5, then psychology, then trade management. You can only get accepted if you join the waitlist, okay? It's not just going to be openly available to everyone, okay? You have to join the waitlist, answer a couple questions, I think, if it's set up yet. And then tomorrow it gets released. This gets released tomorrow. Then the waitlist disappears, and you won't be able to get access unless I open up some spots, okay? And that's how this is going to work. So if you haven't joined the waitlist already, there's a few hundred people in here. If you haven't joined the waitlist already, join it now. It's going to teach you exactly how to trade like me. Okay, plus there'll be some other free bonuses in there. But you guys asked for this. I wanted to make sure that this was the best possible thing that I could make. And it is. So it'll be out tomorrow, replacing the free course. So the free course will be going from the Discord. You won't see it anymore. You won't be able to join it. It's not a thing. It won't be a thing tomorrow. So if you haven't gone through it already, go through that now. If you haven't finished going through it, go through it. If you've gone through it, join the trading crash course. I'll be accepting people onto this tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we'll be accepting people into this, and you can watch the free crash course. It's going to teach you exactly how to trade like me, and that's pretty much it, completely for free. What about the paid course? Will there be any new updates? Yes, the paid course will be getting new updates, but the way I'm structuring this, so we've rebuilt the paid course. We've got the perfect base for the paid course at the moment. It teaches you exactly how to trade just like me. Okay, we're going to be rebuilding this, which is the free course. Then we can start improving both of those things. Okay, that's my goal. We have a perfect base to build off of for both of those things then. And then we go from there. So this is the next step. And then after this, literally, I'll be basically going through the entire course. So in the paid course, there's 15 modules or 16 modules, I think. I'm going to spend a month on each module, okay? Completely rebuilding it, making it as the best that I could possibly make it, step by step, until it's completely rebuilt. Because right now, all the information you need is there. It'll just be me basically making it better presented, more presentable, and stuff like that. But yeah, so tomorrow the free trading crash course gets released. You guys asked for this, you guys got this, or you're getting this tomorrow. All you have to do is join the waitlist. It's going to be replacing the free course. So if you've got the free course, go through it now, make those notes, and then join this as well. That's the free course won't exist tomorrow. You'll just have the free trading crash course. That's the only free doc that you'll be able to ever get. Okay, So make sure you join the waitlist for this. This is the first link in the description to join the trading crash course. Okay. Now that I've said that, you know, that's your opportunity to join there. Let's just have a quick look at this. Okay, so nothing here. Gold's just chilling. Okay. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's it from me. Very short stream today, but there's literally not much to go over. Trump was speaking. There's no positions. We've had NFP. Let's just chill, you know. We finished the week green again. Okay, so the first link in the description takes you to the free trading crash course. This trading journal is in the link in the description as well. There's also a downloadable template for you to use. Okay. But yeah, you know, if you want to learn to trade exactly like me, join the free crash course, join Fast Track Trading, join the course, get access to the private streams, private calls, and the private chat, as well as the paid course. But yeah, join this. It'll be out tomorrow, replacing the free course. That's it from me. We've had another green week, okay? Another green week. It was a very difficult week. Very difficult because of the days. We couldn't trade Monday. We couldn't trade, you know, all these days. But we came out on top eventually. That's the main thing. Another green week. We're off to a good start. An alright start in March. But that's it from me, guys. Thanks for your time. You know, it's nice to see you all here. I'll see you all on Monday. Okay? Gonna see you all on Monday. Same time, same place for the same thing. Hopefully we can catch a fat dub on Monday. But we'll see how it goes, guys. Cheers, Terry. Cheers, Mark. Thanks, Pietro. I suggest for here everyone to get the paid course. You will get your investment back very fast. Exactly, Pietro. But I'll see you all on Monday, guys. Thanks for your time. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. Remember, the markets are closed tomorrow and Sunday, so just go through your journal. You know, see what you did wrong, see what you can improve on. In the paid course, we do have this improvements necessary thing where we kind of go over what we need to work on for the next week. We also do weekly preps as well on Sundays. But other than that, guys, I'm done. I'm done for the week. I'm gonna go chill now. You know, take care of some other little bits and pieces. But the crash course gets released tomorrow. First link in the description. Join that now. And I'll see you all on Monday.